Hello, hello. What is up, people? I'm just trying to get my stuff straight here. Let me see if I can do what I can do. All right. So it's almost time for Wrestlemania. Who's excited? I'm kind of excited despite the way wrestling has been with the empty arenas. I'm still kind of excited about it. We will have to see what it's going to be like. Watched Raw. As some of you may know, I went back to work this week. But yeah. So Raw, Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw was all right. They had, what do we have? 3 matches. We had a Oscar match. We had a Joseph Grohl. Woo! Did you see your queen with her drop kick from behind on Rhea? Did you watch Monday Night Raw or did you have to work? But yeah, she did a drop kick on Rhea Ripley in the back. Don't you have like a DVR, Joseph Grohl? Gotta get a DVR, Joseph Grohl. So you can at least record it. But yeah, and then she called her a rookie. She was like, "Rookie, I'll see you at WrestleMania." See, now you make me feel bad. Yeah, but then you gotta wait a month for it to come out on freaking the network. Because they don't have them on cable on demand, unless your cable's different. I don't know what you got out there. I know Comcast doesn't have wrestling on the regular on demand. But yeah, the main match was a 6-man match between Kevin Owens and the Street Profits versus oh, okay, so you do get it on demand from the cable. Okay. Because I know on the network it's like a month behind. But yeah, so they had a 6-man tag. Hello, beautiful Lisa. Thank you for coming. Hello, Redneck Lifestyle. How are you? But yeah, there was a 6-man tag match. Kevin Owens and the Street Profits. I feel pretty good being back to work. It's been a little different. Just because of the virus, they're trying to. Joseph Grohl is watching the Goonies. But yeah, it's just been a little different because of the virus. The movements are a little off, so it's been fairly quiet. Hello, thank you for joining. But it does feel good to be back. I'm glad I'm working too. I'm glad I have a job and I'm not forced to be home. I was starting to go stir crazy after the couple of weeks I was off. I couldn't imagine having a completely no time frame of going back. Joseph threatening people. Why? Because he used the woo, Joseph? I don't even know if that's Mark. Oh, he wasn't too bad. He pretty much stayed in his office, and he that was part of the reason why I wasn't on. I kind of cut down on my YouTube stuff just because give him his thing. And oh, okay. I thought so, but I wasn't 100% sure. But yeah, if I had to stay home indefinitely with him, he would drive me insane. I don't know how people do it. But yeah, so they had the 6-man tag, and then they had Asuka match where she had a squash match against that girl Kaden from the NXT. And then Aleister Black had a squash match with some enhancement talent guy. Then there he is, my love. But other than that, they did promos. They did Edge did a promo on his match. Undertaker came on dressed in his American Badass gimmick. He wasn't the dead man. He was the American Badass. Called AJ Styles by his true name. Talked about the Boneyards match, which they really haven't explained exactly what that is. Right. And the weird thing is, like, he's having a match at Mania with Bobby Lashley. They've done like no build up for that match whatsoever. The two weren't even connected. So I'm not even, and they didn't say, and all they did was promote the match on Monday Night Raw. Like, they showed an ad for it, but there's been like no build up for that match whatsoever at all. I like the Badass Taker too. When I was little, I loved the Dead Man Taker. But then, you know, once you start growing up and realize he's not really dead, that kind of gives away that gimmick. But I like the Badass, American Badass. So apparently that's what he's going to be coming as for Mania. So that should be really good. And he alluded to, so he told AJ Styles to make sure he brought Gallows and Anderson with him. And he said, because you're going to need their help with the Trinity, the Holy Trinity I am bringing with me. Yeah, I don't see Black joining Seth's group. If anything, I see him, I kind of saw him almost becoming like the Undertaker and going against them, almost like when they did the Dark Ministry or the Ministry of Darkness. to go against the Monday Night Messiah. I thought that would be cool. I'm almost wondering, so they're having Asuka and Sari Kane defend the women's tag team titles against Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. But I haven't seen Sari Kane in a while. Was that Zane? Kari Zane? Yeah, Kari Zane. I haven't seen her in a couple of weeks, so I don't know what's going on with that. Only Asuka has been on the shows. Wouldn't it be? Like, and I was just wondering, I'm like, does he mean like the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit? But that's kind of like against the Undertaker's thing. He's not really a religious type of person. So I'm like, what does he mean by the Holy Trinity? So I was wondering if like he actually is going to show up with, because if you remember when he was the American Badass, he had the two twins with them when he was riding the bike, and they later like separated, and they were with that black lady. Hello, Monica. How are you? Thanks for joining. Yeah, me too. I don't know why. I don't know if it's part of the freaking whole PG thing of why they're not showing matches like that anymore. But I would almost like them to bring that match back too, just to Oh, I'm sorry, Monica. That's all right, Shugaz. You don't have to be a big wrestling fan to be on my stream. Sometimes we don't talk about wrestling the whole time, but we try. I'm sorry that you're kind of in the dumps. It's been blah around here too. Just because of everything going on, but Mania is this week. We got Rob Gronkowski hosting it. Is there any particular match that everybody's looking forward to? So if you haven't heard, apparently Roman Reigns pulled out of Mania. Really good, Monica. I'm glad I'm back. It feels good to have somewhere to go every day and something to do every day. Kind of makes the day go by. Instead of just sitting around here going, I want to go out, but I don't want to be one of those jerks just going out to go out. So I am glad I'm back at work. But yeah, so Roman Reigns pulled out of Mania. They have not announced his replacement yet for the match against Goldberg. There's rumor that it's going to be Braun Strowman, but they haven't even acknowledged yet that Roman Reigns pulled out. Roman Reigns put on, I think it was his Twitter account, that he went to WWE and said he was uncomfortable because of the just getting over the cancer and felt like he was still immunocompromised and wasn't comfortable going to the performance center with all the other wrestlers, and asked permission to bow out, and WWE allowed him to do so. So apparently he will be off for the length of the coronavirus, apparently. Like I said, they really haven't announced. That would be good. I don't know if I would see that, though. Although it is in Florida, so I don't know if Brady's actually in Florida. And because if he's not already there, chances are he ain't getting there, because they've pretty much cut off all travel to Florida. But so now I'm kind of interested if it is going to be Braun Strowman replacing Reigns. Because who else would it be? Like, who else would. Yeah, Braun, strong man. The monster among men. I don't see who else they could get that would be able to do a good show against Goldberg. Who apologized? Well, are you talking about Joseph Grohl? Yeah, I think that would be cool, Ron. I think that would be a decent match. But what I found funny is they like even up to Friday, because they announced Roman. All right, Lisa. If you need to leave, that's fine. Apparently Roman Reigns announced Thursday or Wednesday or Thursday last week that he was pulling out of Mania. On Friday, they were still advertising the match of Goldberg versus Reigns. And they had Triple H do a promo. They were asking him who he thought would have the better chance because he had been in the ring with both men, and he was saying how if it was a quick match, he gave the edge to Goldberg because Goldberg came out already jacked up, but that it would so he said Goldberg came out already jacked up at the beginning of the match, but it was a quick burn. So he would lose momentum the longer the match went on, versus Reigns, whose momentum builds as the match goes on. So he was like, so it depends on how quick the match goes and if Roman can withstand Goldberg's momentum in the first half of the match. Then it would be Roman's match. But I know I really wish they would do a Stone Cold Goldberg match, but Stone Cold keeps saying he's not coming back. I mean, and I know that doesn't mean a lot, but he's never talked about coming back really. So I'm not really sure if although that's always been a dream match since WCW was going. They had a little rivalry back then. But yeah, so as far as I know, that's the only change for Mania, is that Roman will not be the one going against Goldberg. It's going to be somebody else. Like I said, all there is rumor mill. They haven't even acknowledged Roman pulling out yet, so they haven't said who the replacement is going to be. And Bray Wyatt has challenged Cena for their match to be a Funhouse match, which I'm assuming means it's going to be in his Funhouse show thing. So that ought to be interesting. Cena is supposed to respond this Friday on SmackDown. They had Shayna Baszler attack Becky Lynch from behind. Oh, all right, Joseph. Welcome back then. But yeah, they had Shayna Baszler attack Becky Lynch from behind, put her in the Kuda clutch.
Sorry, my mic is decided to fall down again. Fix it.
And then she picked her up and bashed her against the announcer's table.
As soon as I come in here, my mic decided to fall down.
Yes, Cherokee, I just got done talking about that. Yep.
Hi.
But like I said, WWE hasn't even acknowledged it yet, so they have not announced a replacement. But there's rumors out there of who it will be. But yeah, Ron, I think it would be cool if it was Stone Cold. But like I said, love you too, Lisa. Thank you.
Thanks for the wrench. Just share.
But yeah.
You know why?
I still, like I said, I still don't get the whole Lashley Black match because they haven't had any matches together all year. It's not like they were in a feud. They haven't promoted it. So I don't understand. Yeah, like I don't understand where they got that match and why they would take up a spot at WrestleMania. It's like they're almost trying to fill the 2 days because now they've advertised 2 days of Mania. And I don't know if you guys have heard or not, but apparently NXT TakeOver is not happening. What they're going to do is over the next couple of weeks on NXT, they're going to have the matches that were supposed to be at TakeOver filled in on the regular NXT shows.
You can't hear me?
Probably. I mean, I did hear rumors that Lashley was going to be leaving once his contract was up. So maybe they're trying to butter him up into staying. It's a possibility.
Is that better?
Oh. Yeah, there's a couple of people that are planning on leaving. And today I saw a news thing that said after Mania that WWE may be taking a break from their programming because of the Florida lockdown. So
she send that to you?
They will probably show their taped recordings of what they have so far. And then if this whole lockdown thing lasts longer than that, they'll probably just show old footage, which is fine. I mean, and on ESPN Sunday at 3:00 Eastern time, they are going to be showing last year's Mania. And that will lead us right up to this year's Mania on Sunday evening. So that should be pretty cool. I did watch some of the WrestleMania 33, I think it was, that they had this past Sunday on ESPN.
Fuck it up with my freaking camera.
Yeah, Joseph, I I think it's weird how they. I mean, I get the whole situation with
She is.
Rusev. So like they start to build up on him and then they just kind of drop him. You don't see him forever, and now all of a sudden he's at Mania.
That sucks.
It's kind of weird.
Behind me doing a live stream.
I can hear Jimmy talking to somebody. I must be coming over his microphone
Yeah.
because he's telling them I'm doing a live stream. Haha, how's it feel? Ha! Sorry. But
Yeah, trust me. Now you know what I deal with.
I think it.
When we're both in the same room on the same stream.
I think it'll be cool to hear the actual action in the ring.
Because I hear her, and then I hear the microphone.
Because there's no audience, so you'll be able to hear like them talking to each other without a mic.
I don't even know why my freaking camera.
Oh, and his camera's not working either. Ha ha. Ha ha. So, what matches are you guys excited for?
I'm gonna even come back, see if I can fix my camera.
I'm excited for the Undertaker match. I'm excited for, I'm excited for the Brock Lesnar match just because of what's his face? Drew McIntyre. Because I want Drew McIntyre to kick the shit out of Brock Lesnar. He's another one that is rumored to be leaving again, is Brock Lesnar. Yeah, I think the Cena match will be good. Just because it's against The Fiend. And they should have a pretty good build-up. So, yeah, I think that should be a good match. As John Layfield used to always call him, Big Match John. They haven't really said what they're going to do for the Hall of Fame ceremony yet either. I don't know if they're going to postpone it and do it like SummerSlam maybe if this whole thing is over. Has anybody else heard them say anything about the Hall of Fame? No. Yeah, me too, Joseph, but I really don't see that happening. So, Lisa, what they did was they ended up pre-recording Wrestlemania because of Florida being locked down. Apparently, they're still doing some live stuff at the Performance Center, but they can only have so many people there at once. So the matches are pre-recorded apparently, and then the promos are live. But at WrestleMania, it should be all matches. So they may only have like Rob Gronkowski at the Performance Center because he's hosting Mania. But apparently all of the matches are pre-recorded. They did Super Showdown in Afghanistan or Iran, Pakistan, one of those. They are required to go there 4 times a year. So they usually do them in between their big pay-per-views. So we just had one in February. So there'll be another one between Mania and SmackDown. and then there'll be another one between SmackDown and Royal Rumble, and then there'll probably be another one in like December. But yeah, they're required to go there 3 or 4 times a year. They do have a contract, and it's like a $10 million contract or something like that. So Vince McMahon ain't giving that money up. I mean, unless they completely shut down all airlines, because obviously they ain't driving there. That would be interesting. I hadn't really thought about that. I think mostly they probably didn't have time to schedule Mania there because it had already been set. And then they kind of left it up in the air because they weren't really sure what was going to happen. So they probably didn't have time to change all of the stuff. But I could see if they were to postpone Mania, doing it there, which is something they were thinking about. Right. He probably would double his money there because that, I mean, they're always sold out when they do the Super Showdowns. But the only thing is they wouldn't be able to have all the female matches. They've only started doing one female match the last 2. But yeah, I mean, maybe they would think about doing a Mania there at some point. I mean, because I haven't really heard of it being there as far as like the virus. Yeah, Ron, the Randy Orton match should be pretty good. Last man standing.
Hello. Who gives a shit? Fuck off. Whatever. Fuck off. You want some fucking drama? What?
So, like I said, I don't know how they're going to do the women's tag team match because I really haven't seen Kairi Sane. So I don't know what's up with that. And the Bailey's title is going to be a fatal 5-way.
Yeah, it's looking like YouTube may have fixed the notification glitch that they've been having.
Who, Bailey? Bailey's all right. I think she's finally starting to get into her new heel gimmick. It took her a while, but
Yeah. Oh.
yeah, she trimmed her hair a little more. I noticed last Friday. It's not like shoulder length anymore. It's a little higher up. So it looks a little better. It's not like... Yeah. Yeah, I thought she was more... I feel like she was more comfortable as the hugger Bailey.
Yeah.
I don't think she's as comfortable as this heel chick. But I think it'll be interesting if it ends up being her and Sasha Banks.
She's not even watching right now, right?
So Lacey Evans is in the Fatal 5-Way.
Right.
So it's Lacey Evans,
still watching somewhere.
Tamina,
Apparently there are
Sasha Banks,
And YouTube
and
showing,
Naomi,
which they
and then
hadn't been
Bailey.
for the past few days.
Yeah, she does get. They do make a nasty. They're very underhanded.
Rattle Trap, Southern Comfort, Go Kart. Yeah,
Yeah, Tamina just came back. She I think she was like a last minute add-in because they lost. I don't know why, but they lost Carmella. I don't know why they lost Carmella, and then Dana Brooks got put into isolation for symptoms of the virus. So she ended up being pulled from the match because it was supposed to be a 6-woman match. So Tamina replaced Carmella. And they must not have been able to find anybody willing or didn't have time to find somebody to replace Dana Brooks.
My wife said the past few days, the hair commute's the same as it always is. Freaking just like nothing's ever happened.
So yeah, that ought to be interesting. I really want to see what'll happen if it ends up being Bailey and Sasha Banks having to fight each other.
Somebody had to do it, you know.
I like Dana Brooke.
Apparently you've been here quite a while. But, you know.
I think they don't use. I don't know why they're not using Natalia. Maybe she's in Canada and oh no, she lives in Florida. Yeah. Forgot about that. So maybe I don't know.
Nope.
Really not sure why Natty's not involved in it. Oh, you know why? Because Natty's on Monday Night Raw. Natty's not on SmackDown.
What? He's a what?
And Bailey's the SmackDown Women's Champion.
Yeah. Oh. Well, yeah, but that's.
But yeah.
Why I wouldn't go looking, you know.
And I'm really thinking that Shayna Baszler is going to win the Monday Night Raw belt from Becky.
Oh, you want me to shut you out? I did not shut. I don't think I shut you out.
I haven't seen a lot of them. I haven't seen Liv Morgan for a while. I haven't seen Natalia in a while. I haven't seen Ember Moon in forever. You don't see Carmella all that much anymore. You never see Foxy. And as far as I know, they're still all contracted. Jimmy's over on another stream, Monica. Did you see her on Backstage? Ron, I do. I think Rhonda is going to be the reason Shayna wins. Foxy was cool. Good. I'm good. It feels good walking around. It was a little sore today just because I did both jobs yesterday. But it's been pretty good. It hasn't really been sore, so that's good. So is she a regular on Backstage, Joseph? I haven't seen it yet. Yeah, Nia Jax is out on injury. She put on Twitter last week, I think, that she really needed to go back to work. Thank you, Monica. I know all the people I know that were considering knee surgeries are like, oh, maybe I should do it now. Thanks for letting me be a guinea pig to figure out if you want to do knee surgery or not.
Yeah. As long as you don't hear the video I'm watching.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's been a long time since I've seen Nia Jackson. She was out on an injury.
Pleasure of mine.
And then, like I said, I saw
I literally
a notification that
I
she had put
literally,
I need to
I'm
go back
watching
to
Good
work on
Times.
our Twitter.
Gone fishing.
So I don't know if
Besides
she
that,
got
there's
medically
nothing to
cleared,
show.
and because of all
Running
this
and streaming.
that's going on, they had nothing
Yeah.
for her.
And I could probably
Because I don't know where she lives either. So maybe travel was
Yeah.
not doable,
Jimmy
maybe.
Little, have a good night. Enjoy. Thanks for being here. Oh yeah, trust me. When I get in YouTube mode and really want to crank out some support, I'll have 8 or 9 windows open with videos going, freaking, and all of them, with the audio down to just bearable. Watch one of them, or whatever.
That's always the worst, Joseph, when you don't want to get up.
Oh yeah. Monica's
Yep.
back.
Oh, Monica, now you're on their stream.
Oh, is that why you didn't say hello to me, Monica?
He just gave you away. That's all right. I forgive you. But yeah, so that's about it. So yeah, I'm kind of excited about Mania. It's going to be different. I think it'll still be good. She said to find a wife. Joseph, that's sad that you called her to get you the remote that's across the room.
Yeah.
Get off your ass and get the remote, Joseph. Tell your girlfriend I will teach her how to do the Stone Cold Stunner.
So it's back on? Oh. Uh-oh.
It's all about the love.
Right.
What have you done for her lately, Joseph?
Well, she bet hugs my nuts here on YouTube. Oh, April Fools, you fucking bitch.
But yeah, so I'm trying to remember all the other matches. They've just been throwing matches into Mania. Oh, well, that was nice of you, Joseph.
Yeah.
But does she live with you?
Hugs my nuts. She was going to go to Utah or move in with her sister. So she wanted to get out of California.
So you cleaning your house if she doesn't live with you does her no good. You offered her back rub. Oh, okay. So she does live with you. Well, it was nice of you to clean. But if she works outside of the house too, then it's kind of like a two-way street, Joseph.
No.
And
no.
If by cleaning the house you mean you just cleaned up after yourself, that's a little different.
If you're running away,
don't forget, Joseph, I've been married for 20 years.
No, it's not gonna. Yeah, or yeah.
Oh, that's her department. You sound like Jimmy. That's squaw work. That's what he'll say.
Yeah, that's your best bet.
That's squaw work. Hi, Thomas. That's squaw work.
Welcome. Right. I'm madly in love with Hogmanut.
I do the same thing. I get annoyed if As much as I appreciate it when he helps me, I get annoyed when Jimmy tries to help me clean because I'm like, just get out of my way. I'll do it myself. Makes it easier if I just do it myself.
No, you're not a hippie. You're not a hippie. You're probably more of a
Right? Were you here when I was talking about that match, Ron? He's coming as the American Badass.
you shave.
I don't know if you saw the promo he did on Monday Night Raw.
I figured you did. Those are different hippies.
So yeah, I think that'll be good. I still haven't figured out what a boneyard match is, though. Could be junkyard. Could be a cemetery.
Put a crocheted freaking bra on over a shirt. Over the shirt. She wouldn't even do that. I'm like, what the fuck?
But yeah, so I think the Undertaker match, the Brock Lesnar match, the Cena match, I think those would be the best. I mean, I'm hoping the Bayley match will be pretty good, seeing how it is a fatal 5-way. Yep. I remember those two. I do's. Beth Phoenix, I think she's okay. I haven't really seen her on NXT, but they've kind of limited the people that they have. And I'm sure where she has little kids, where Edge is already being exposed by being at the Performance Center. I'm sure they don't want both parents being exposed because their children are young. Yeah, Redneck. The Fatal 5-way does look like a tough match. I don't know if it's going to be like elimination style, because sometimes they do it like an elimination type of match, or if it's going to be one pin. Yeah. You never know. Maybe we'll see Mandy ditch Ziggler for Otis. I almost forgot about that match, Joseph. I think Otis is going to beat the shit out of Ziggler.
What's up, OG? OG-san.
Yeah, I saw that too. When he was flipping out last week. Yes, he does. I still think Sonya is behind the whole thing, though. I think it's Sonya and Ziggler working together. I still want to see if Undertaker's going to bring Michelle with them Sunday, though, or to Mania. Maybe, Joseph. You may be able to.
Shut up, Mutt. Go lay down.
right? That would be funny. I do. I hope Otis embarrasses Ziggler because Ziggler wants Mandy to
Yeah.
go to be in his
Martha's
corner.
been- When she pops up, better let her shut her icon. Let her shut her camera off before you put her up in. She didn't do her hair.
Yeah, he is loud.
No, let her shut it off before you put her up.
But yeah, so that's about it, peeps.
Right, right. It's
I
all your
just
fault,
mainly wanted to
Monica.
talk a little bit about
Just so you
Mania.
know. Yeah, show her the evidence.
Yeah, it would be kind of cool to try out for them, but no, I don't think so. Ron, it might be in your dreams, but I don't think so. Oh, he's not live. He's on somebody else's stream. Where are you? No, they're not even having the NXT takeover this weekend. What they're gonna do is they're gonna take the matches that were supposed to be at Takeover and in the regular weeks NXTs over the next couple of weeks. And I'm assuming they're doing that because they can only have so many people at the performance center at one time. So they had to divide up the Mania, which then that kind of ended up bumping the takeover.
Awesome job, Raiders. Awesome job. Hit the like.
I think it starts at the usual time, 7.
Well, apparently.
I don't know. I wonder. I've been wondering that every year if this will be his last Mania. I'm sure it's coming up. He even said on the promo he did Monday that he knows he has more matches behind him than he does ahead of him. He didn't really say he was going to retire. I mean, I would think Mania would be the place he would retire.
Yeah, well, make him turn that camera on.
Yeah, redneck. I'm in nursing, so I have to work too.
So, I mean, just make sure you see their face.
Well, I don't think he would retire completely. I think he would still have something to do with the business, like maybe be one of the background people and still every now and then come out, but you never know. I don't see him completely washing his hands of it though.
Really? So perverted.
I think he likes what he does way too much.
Ring her bell.
He is getting up there.
Ring her bell.
He is. I mean, he's been doing this for what, 30 years?
Right? Uh-huh.
So yeah. I mean, but that's why he only wrestles once or twice a year, though, is because he is getting up there. I mean, look how long Ric Flair did it. Ric Flair did it till He was what, in his
Yeah, I'm
60s?
sorry.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of movies and shows, The Big Show has a show coming out on Netflix called The Big Show Show. Apparently, it's like a sitcom with him as a father. And it's like him, The Big Show. I don't think it's his real family. But like I saw a preview today when I was watching Monday Night Raw. It was him and somebody else at the Performance Center. So he says a few times, "I'm the Big Show."
What's up,
So yeah, apparently it's supposed to, I think it's Monday that it comes out on Netflix. I don't know how many, like if it's going to be a whole season. Oh, thank you, Susan. Hello, Ron. Gaffa, thank you. Donna, thank you. Dreams Place, hello. Lisa, hello. Thank you, everyone. Redneck Connection, hey, Ken. Thank you. Appreciate the raid. Thank you, Raiders. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. Hello, Eli family. Thank you. Love you, my sister. Thank you.
Monica, I was just cruising Wish.
But yeah, I would probably watch like 1 or 2 episodes of that just to see what it's like. Because the Big Show one is an actual show, I believe.
Yeah, they'll go back.
I am doing good, Eli. How are you? Love you too, Lisa.
I hate it.
Dreams.
Find it rather annoying during the summer.
Yes, he is. That he is. Kane is a mayor in Tennessee.
Exactly. You see, he says it right there. Jimmy is right. 'Tis the season.
My bubbas.
The first day you're out.
Congratulations, Joseph.
Your skin is sopping wet. It's like, yeah,
Thank you, Eli. I appreciate that. Joseph has gone to the other side of the room and gotten the remote to put on the WWE Network. Woo! So what are you going to watch, Joseph?
Give me the link.
Lisa. But yeah, Joseph, I've been watching a lot of the network too.
Take it quick there, buddy. I ain't leaving it out there long.
When I was
although she doesn't care, but
out.
It's already there. Already done. Already done.
applesauce. Pork chops and applesauce. All right, Sister Donna, thank you. You have a good one too.
Oh yeah, we broke you, Cherry.
There.
I got you. Yeah, he didn't cut it all off.
So she wants to play Donkey Kong on the TV that you just got the remote for? And tell her then she should have got up and got the remote before you did. Tell her, see, I was trying to do you a favor by asking you to get the remote. Joseph Redneck said that he friended you.
What? You go on his picture. Just hover over his picture and right click. Or no, is it right click? Yeah, it should be right click.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to Mania. Yeah, my dog usually looks at me like, "What? You want me to get up? Do you know how old I am?"
That's what she said.
Nice.
Fireball. And Happy Jay.
Nice.
Right. Have you seen?
Oh yeah, you have one of those smart
Tony from
dogs.
This. He's got that other squirrel channel. Look Squirrel. He's been doing fuck you videos for days. They're hilarious.
Be so cool to be able to work with my dog.
He's like, hey Mike, didn't expect to see you here. Fuck off.
Although she probably would, because she likes wrestling too. Hi, Dave.
Yeah, look, even
Thank you.
Saying it, thinking about taking it all off.
I appreciate it. But yeah, so there's been a little build up to Mania, but not as much as we'd expect because of everything going on. But it should still be good. They have a few good matches scheduled for it. And like I said, it'll be different because of the no audience thing. So it should be kind of cool because over the past couple of weeks with the no audience, we've been able to hear them better, like during the match. You hear them hit harder. Oh my God. Did you guys watch Monday Night Raw? Speaking of hearing. So, one of the Street Profits, the skinny one there.
I almost missed
the hell's his name? It's not Doss. It's not. But anyway, the skinny one went to go do a high move act over the top rope onto one of the Vega guys, and he ended up missing him and hitting the ramp, like the metal ramp, the grate, and you could hear it. Oh my God, it sounded like it hurt so bad. He landed flat on his back, and like the lower part of his spine hit the ramp.
Yeah, exactly.
And it sounded horrific. Sounded like a car crash.
Yeah, 3 bearded men. What more can
Yeah.
you ask for?
Yeah, it was kind of cool. I felt bad for her because you didn't really see him too much after that, but
Linda.
and the match ended pretty quick after that. But yeah, it looked like it hurt.
Lisa,
Sounded like it hurt.
save my stream. Lisa.
And he so they said that Andrade had a rib injury, so they replaced him with one of the other NXT guys.
That's not the puppy face though.
What the hell is his name?
Right at the
I forget it. He's one of the newer guys on NXT. But anyway, he must have been out of place because the dude completely missed him. I think like maybe the side of his leg brushed his arm. So I don't know if
there's the New Yorker we know and love.
Andrade was in the tag match, or if he's gonna be out. Charlotte is wrestling NXT champion there. Rhea Ripley. So Charlotte challenged Rhea Ripley for the NXT women's title. So I'm assuming, so there's 4 women's matches. There's probably going to be 2 on Saturday and 2 on Sunday, seeing how it's 2 days event. So I was thinking today when I was trying to think of all the matches, it sounds like there's probably going to be like 10 matches. So there'll probably be like 5 matches Saturday and 5 matches Sunday. Yeah. Yeah, Redneck, it was.
What you do?
Yep, that was Rhea Ripley.
The Mad Hatter is here.
So yeah, that's who she's facing. And then tonight on NXT, there's supposed to be a fatal 3-way or a triple threat for what's his face's North American Championship. Yeah, she did. That's the thing. Like, that's the cool thing with the no audience thing and no one around, because they like are able to like create. You have no idea they're there, because usually like the audience will give it away.
Or actually,
but since they've had the no audience thing, every single attack has been like out of the blue.
Right, Adult Swim.
So I need to give Jimmy a wrestling lesson.
All I know is I just stole a thumbnail out of that.
I will remind him to
Right?
ask me a little more
Speaking
questions.
Of that, I'm gonna be right back. I need some grub myself. Yeah.
He's about to walk away from his computer. I'm going to have to give him a hard time. Hey, Jimmy.
What?
You failed a wrestling trivia?
I didn't fail.
You got a C.
Try.
You got a C.
Who told you that, Jared?
No, Redneck Lifestyle.
Oh, I didn't even know I did that good.
Redneck, he said he didn't even think he did that good. Joseph, he's the one that he originally blamed you. He's like, who told you that, Joseph?
Well, I was given answers like Mae West.
Mae West? Who the fuck is Mae West?
The fucking old bitch.
Her name ain't Mae West.
Whatever.
Apparently, he was thinking Mae Young because he said to me, the old broad. And I'm like, her name ain't Mae West. Yes. Now I'm going to be tempted to go watch his live stream just to see. Yes, she did give birth to a hand after having sex with sexual chocolate. It's kind of funny, some of the shit that they used to do when you think about it now. I really should start doing my old school videos again. Especially seeing how right now it's not worth doing the live videos because there's really not anything going on. So maybe I will put one out tomorrow. Because they do bring back some memories. I bet he did. Hello, Cash Von Esper. How are you? Thank you for joining. Oh, Neo Cash. Hello. How are you? Okay. Oh, okay. Cool. So what you been up to? Cool. Oh, no, I kind of threw out the link a couple of times and nobody was really biting, and people have been kind of coming in and out. So I haven't really been doing too long of live streams since they haven't had an audience. Just because, like, there really hasn't been much going on. And I am back to work, so I do have to get up early in the morning, so I won't be out too long. I know working right now is crazy. I know a lot of people are starting to go stir crazy in their house. Yeah, Jimmy probably did choose war movies. He enjoys those much more than wrestling. I can tell you that. So yeah, it's been kind of weird lately. Just because of the whole world thing and what's going on, and I actually do nursing in a prison, so I know exactly what you mean. Jimmy and I were just talking about it today because unfortunately they're not, at least here, they're not taking it very seriously and they're not changing a whole lot, but that's about it. Other than that, it is business as usual, which makes it kind of weird because they're having us like protect ourselves, but at the same time they're not taking any precautions to help us protect ourselves. But yes, I know what you mean about those crazy needed jobs, and it's unfortunately one of the thankless ones. I think I'm most excited about the Undertaker match. That one and the Brock Lesnar Drew McIntyre match. Yes, prison is good and bad. That it is. No one really knows until they've actually done it. So I think if it's a long match, definitely not. I think if it would end up going long, I agree. I don't think he has the stamina anymore to go a long match. Yeah, the inmates. I get along with most of the inmates I deal with. But like people on the outside really don't get it. That I don't know, Redneck. I'm not sure if Cena will win or not. That's kind of up in the air. I mean, Cena's usually pretty good at winning at Mania, but this is kind of like a return match. That would be funny. But yeah, there's a few of the matches that I'm excited for. I'm excited for the Fatal 5-Way women's match. Maybe. I think the dad haircut is just because he's more into acting now than he is the wrestling thing. So I think it's easier for him to remold his hair for different acting gigs. Oh. I know he's IRS's son. I know that.
What the hell was that? Oh, Matt Cobra. Hello, Matt Cobra and Seth. Good to see you. Lisa, hurry back.
But yeah,
We miss you already.
he does look weird with his hair like that, though. After seeing him so long with the crew cut, seeing him actually with regular hair. And like a lot of people teased him when he returned in September with his hair like that. He doesn't look like John Cena anymore.
Relax. You know, she probably can't even hear you right now. So, yeah, it says be right back.
Right? That's what I've been trying to get people to do. Talk about Mania. Your favorite match, what you're most excited about. But yeah. I'm looking forward to like I said, the Undertaker match and the Bray Wyatt match. Drew McIntyre. I think it'll be pretty good, even with the no audience thing. Yeah, thankfully I'll be home when I watch it, but say hi. Say hi. So basically there's a rumor that Braun will be replacing Roman Reigns.
Yeah, actually, reality.
They haven't confirmed it yet.
Yeah, but just considering I got 1,400.
That's what people are saying. That's who people are saying are going to replace Roman Reigns is Braun. Yeah. Yeah, because he's already immunocompromised, which I agree. Yeah, they haven't announced it yet. But again, they haven't even acknowledged that Roman pulled out of Mania yet. So that'll probably be maybe Friday they'll announce it, seeing how they're SmackDown. I know they kind of avoided the subject this past Friday. So maybe this Friday they'll make the announcement. Make it seem like a last minute thing. Maybe you did. The last time I checked, they hadn't really said anything yet. I saw a post from Roman saying that he went to WWE and told them that he was uncomfortable going to the Performance Center and asked if he could bow out. But maybe since then they have announced it. Maybe.
Oji-san, lucky break 10. Sorry, Oji-san, you're you have one of those things.
I don't know if they're gonna tell the truth. Like I said, I haven't seen anything from WWE, but Roman said that he bowed out simply because of the immuno thing, and the leukemia, that he didn't want a chance. Right? Yeah, it would be good if they did that. Unfortunately, he's not going to come back until the virus is over. So hopefully, which I'm sure we all hope no matter what, it's over by then.
Cap needs a power nap.
So, but yeah, I think because I was excited about that match. I thought that would be a good match. Because I know last Friday they even had Triple H talking about who he thought had the advantage in the match between Goldberg and Roman. And he talked about how they both had momentum, but how different their momentums were. And he was like, Goldberg comes out with his momentum already up here versus Roman's, whose momentum slowly builds throughout the match.
Oh, yeah.
So he was like, if Roman can withstand Goldberg's onslaught for the first half of the match, it would be Roman's match, because by then Goldberg would be out of steam. So I thought that was a pretty good view on it, because it is true. Goldberg does already come out jacked up and ready, and Roman comes out and kind of builds. Hey Seth, how are you? Thank you for coming.
Yeah, that's competitive.
But yeah, so hopefully they do have that match rescheduled for another time, because so you never know, maybe they will have Goldberg hold on to the title to build up on it. Either that, or they've done pretty good build up for this match. Maybe both guys would want
Come on, Cap. On a good day, how many?
Yeah, but it is 22 years. I mean, and so far all of Goldberg's return matches have been pretty short. They haven't really been too long. And the two longer matches that he had, one was against The Undertaker and one was against Brock Lesnar, and he lost. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, you could be right. I mean, maybe he could pull it out again. But I think between age and the fact that he doesn't, right, the Undertaker match was very disappointing. I think between age and the simple fact of just the whole stamina thing. I mean, the one thing about I think the Undertaker match, they should have had somewhere other than Saudi, because even the younger guys were saying that it was like 110 degrees there, and it was really hot.
Yeah, because you can survive for a week.
Yeah, I wish Sting had stayed longer than he did. Just that one match. It would be cool if he came back full time, but I get it. I mean, they're all getting older. They all have these injuries that aren't worth chancing their careers and their lifestyles. It's just wrestling has changed so much between back then and now.
Well, potato bread's better for you to begin with. So.
Yes, you do need to get your Mania moment And we can say, we knew that guy. We knew that guy before he got his Mania moment, before he was big and famous.
Yeah.
We were on YouTube with him.
I just wolfed down a bowl of pasta and 2 big slices of garlic bread, you know?
But yeah. And we will critique you, Neo. You know we will. But yeah, I think Mania will still be good. I mean, like I said, they have a lot of cool matches scheduled. Yeah, it's going to be weird with no audience, but at the same time, I think it'll be intriguing. Because we'll be able to hear better. Like, you hear them hit the mat more. You hear them talking to each other during the match. Like, you can hear all the jabs that they take at each other as far as like the dirt talk. And so that's the one thing I kind of like about it, is like the crowd doesn't overwash everything else. But it is a little weird, but I think it'll be cool because like the past couple of weeks on the weekly shows, they haven't really had too many live matches because of the whole restriction on how many people can be there. But yeah, I think it'll be cool to have like 5 matches just of them wrestling and nothing else going on at the same time.
Has he been up
right, like when freaking the Street Profit guy hit the ramp. That was freaking loud. That was loud as shit. And you could tell it hurt just from the noise of it. I mean, it literally sounded like a car wreck. Nice. Nice. Sometimes I do NWA videos. Maybe I'll do a video where you're on the show. I bet it hurts. I mean, anything hard like that hitting you, even if it's thin, sometimes that makes it worse. Nice. Well, that ought to be cool. You excited? I think there's a good chance that Edge is going to win. Just because it's the whole Randy brought in the family thing, and right? That's a foot in the door, Neil, that's for sure.
Now.
It's one way to
now, Mug, she's going to cut it off.
Get yourself moving in the right direction, get yourself noticed and on TV. And yeah, so I think it's like a toss-up between them. I mean, I can see Edge winning. I can also see Randy winning because Randy's the full-time guy. And I think it's going to be whoever's can be the nastiest. I mean, and we know Randy can be nasty because of some of the things he's done in the past. But at the same time, we've also seen some of the shit that Edge will do, too. I mean, Edge has thrown himself onto flaming tables and... Yeah, it would be Neo. I mean, like I said, once you get yourself noticed and on TV, and that's when their recruiters will be like, hey, look at this guy. Yeah. I mean, that's what I mean. Like, we know what each one will do to the other or to their opponent. I think that Edge is a little more pissed off than Randy is because of Randy putting his hands on Beth. I mean, part of me goes off of the history, and usually when it's something like this, they have that guy win. But then again, they also kind of did the opposite when it came to Bray Wyatt. When Bray Wyatt went into freaking Mrs. House.
Can't believe he's not up here supporting his old lady.
Oh, I bet Elias will win. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not either, Redneck. I have a hard time deciding on the two. I like them both. Like I said, they both will get nasty if they need to, but so I think that's one you're gonna have to watch and see. I think it's gonna be a good one though. Yes, I think it is gonna be a very good match. So I just don't like the King Corbin. I do not like him. I haven't liked him since he came to WWE from NXT. I know it's his character, but I don't like. He's just a jerk. I don't like him. There's rumor that there is going to be a heel at Mania that's going to turn face. So we'll have to see who that's going to be. Yeah, same thing. Like when he had his hair, he was a much badder superstar. Like as the commissioner or the corporal or whatever the hell he was.
I got the
they
clock going.
they kind
I got
of
the clock going.
were like, all right, this guy is going to be a jobber for the rest of the time. We're just going to use him for a filler. We'll give him the King of the Ring to keep him happy. Redneck, to be honest, I don't really watch too much YouTube. There's only a very small amount of people that I know personally. I mean, there's a couple of wrestling channels out there. I don't know if that's mainly what you're into.
All right, down to $9.
But you can pretty much find anything if you search. Pretty much everything's on YouTube. But yeah, I don't really spend too much time watching other people's stuff. I mainly watch wrestling related videos. Michael's would have given the secret.
You only owe him $8.
That's funny.
It's you know.
Yeah, he's just a jerk, and I know he's one of the ones that are rumored to leave this year. There's a few of them, like Lashley, him. So I don't know what WWE is gonna do, but and they really haven't built up any of the NXT guys that they've called up. So it's like, what are you gonna do when your mid-card guys go? Yeah, apparently, rumor has it that Lashley is thinking about making another MMA round. I know, but that's the thing. Like, they haven't really been using the NXT guys. like once they called them up, they all kind of like let them fizzle, and now some of them even want to leave because they're not being used. I mean, I think it would be cool if they built them up, and I mean, because look how long it took them to use Aleister Black. I mean, I think it's weird when like they're top stars in NXT and then they come up to WWE and all of a sudden they're like jobbers, or they kind of get lost in the sea of people because they don't use them in any of the storylines. I just don't like the way they do that. It's like just when you start to like somebody, it's like they call them up and you're like, oh, cool, he's coming up to the main card. And then, right. Like, that's what I mean. Like, Aleister, they're just starting to build up again. Ricochet, God knows where he went. They built him up for a little bit, and then he all of a sudden became a jobber and lost to everybody. And now you haven't seen him. Yeah, Corbin does remind me of Wade Barrett. Wade Barrett is now on NWA as an announcer. So yeah, it's been kind of weird, but so has life. Ricochet, I don't know. He might have. But I just know that, like, he lost, like, forever. Maybe he did get hurt in the Brock Lesnar match. Oh, Wade? I think he did. I think he ended up with a major injury, and that's why he's mostly announcing now. I haven't seen shows, and I've never seen him wrestle. He's only at the announcer's table. So maybe he did get hurt, like with a broken neck or something like that. I could see that. Cousin? Hello? All right. Am I back? I was frozen there for a minute. But yeah, I could kind of see Ricochet going for Aleister, but they kind of haven't used him. Yeah, I froze too. I was trying to figure out if it was me or, but yeah, so I think it would be cool if Ricochet turned bad, as long as they use him. I mean, because he was a pretty good high flyer. He had some good, like, action.
It's all right. Nothing wrong with Owen, especially YouTube Owen.
But yeah, Aleister is creepy as shit. That he is. I think he's cool though. I like his gimmick. Yeah, that would be good, because the high flying would kind of, because Aleister's high flying too for his size. But yeah, I think that would be a good match. Why? What's your gimmick? You're not an egotistical jerk, are you? Those are the ones that I really hate, are the egotistical jerks. Ah. Okay. Oh, that's not too bad. I don't absolutely hate it, but all right, peeps. I may sign off here. Yeah. I was thinking about doing a live stream either Saturday or Sunday for Mania. But yeah, I'll send a shout out and let you guys know if I'm going to. And I'll probably do a panel. But I normally go live on Wednesday nights. Usually I do a panel. Tonight I was just kind of blah. So, and I wasn't expecting to be up here too long. Yeah. Yeah, same here. It's been kind of, it's like you got to come in no matter what. But yeah, like I said, if I end up doing a live stream this weekend for Mania, I will send out a shout out ahead of time to let you guys know. But I will definitely be on again next Wednesday around 8 o'clock, like usual. But yeah. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, they make us wear at least masks. But they just started doing that apparently. All right, Neil. Thank you so much for joining, everyone. And like I said, I will send a shout out this weekend if I decide to do a live stream. But I will see you guys next Wednesday if not, and I will try to put out some more old school videos. So yeah, me too, Cash. I gotta get up in the morning. And all right, Redneck, have a good day at work, everybody. And I will see you guys next Wednesday or this weekend. Try to stay safe. Do your protection, 6 feet distance, and live well and prosper. All right, guys. Stay safe. All right. Okay, Neil. Thank you.